This is breaking news from Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
And that breaking news tonight, a police shootout on the east side that left an officer wounded and the gunman dead. Investigators say it started with a traffic stop. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Andrea Moorhead. Well, the police shooting took place at the Amber Woods Apartments right near 38th Street and Midhofer Road. Dozens of officers responded to the scene to set up a perimeter there. And
we have team coverage tonight. The Night Beat's David McAnally is at Methodist Hospital where doctors are treating the injured officer. But we begin with the Night Beat's Emily Longnecker, who is at the scene of the shooting. Emily?
Well, John and Andrea, this all started with a traffic stop when a police officer saw a car run a red light. It quickly evolved, though, into a gun battle with innocent bystanders caught in the middle.
I've never even held a real gun.
Tonight, though, Jennifer McCown found out what it was like to be under fire. The mother, along with other cars and an Indigo bus, were caught in the crossfire during a gun battle between police and a suspect on Midhofer Road.
My husband's like, if you can find a way to get down, and you've got to find a way to get down. And I'm like, oh my God, they're shooting towards us.
Police say it started minutes earlier with a traffic stop at this Marathon gas station down the street when a passenger in that car got out and started running down Midhofer. Another officer in the area saw someone matching the man's description running into Amber Woods Apartments.
At that point, the suspect turned and began firing at the officer.
And the officer pulled up right next to the bus and stopped. Turned on their spotlight, which of course blinded us.
The next thing McCown knew, she and her husband were caught in the middle.
I can still feel the adrenaline rushing.
When it was all over, police say an officer was shot in the foot, but in good condition. The suspect was also shot and died later at Eskenazi Hospital. Despite being caught in the middle of flying bullets, no one else was hurt. Jennifer McCown won't sleep as well tonight, though. The gunfire she's gotten used to hearing these days came a little too close for comfort.
I mean, I've been here 27 years, and it didn't used to be like this.
Now, police say that a security guard in the area actually helped the police officer. He saw that police officer under fire. He actually got involved and also fired at the suspect. Police Chief Rick Hite thanked that citizen tonight for his help and his bravery in getting involved. At this point, police are not releasing the name of the suspect or the police officer involved. On the east side, Emily Longnecker, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, Emily. And our live team coverage continues now with the Night Beat's David McAnally.
He is now live at Methodist Hospital where the officer was taken after he was shot. David.
Andrea, a lot of police officers came here in response to the officer being brought here. Chief Rick Hite was here, came out, briefed us a bit on what was going on in there. He also praised the officer for bravery in the line of duty, he said, when he came under heavy automatic weapons fire and worked, he said, to protect others. He was on duty in focused patrols in a dangerous part of town.
By the grace of God, he was absolutely right, because the vehicle, if you look at it, the officer almost didn't walk away from it. If you look at the number of rounds fired into the car, it could have easily been killed.
Officers rushed to Methodist Hospital. In the minutes after the Far East Side shooting, this was their gathering place, inside the ER, waiting for word on their brother in blue, officer down in the line of duty. How's your partner doing, sir?
He's fine, sir. Thank you.
So it has to be a relief to you guys.
Yes, sir.
The officer hit in the foot.
It is unprovoked. It looked like as if the officer was trying to get him to comply with verbal commands to stand where you are. The suspect opened fire for no reason. He was on a mission tonight. He could have shot a citizen. Our officers intervened, and he was injured in his foot. He's going to be okay, but at the same time, it's a point that we have to recognize that we have to be in those areas. We talk about it excessively, but this is why. And we want to thank the brave officer for his courage and steadfastness. But again, he saved a life tonight, because someone else could have been killed had he encountered the suspect.
Still waiting for the release of that officer's name and waiting for word that the officer himself has been released from the hospital here. We're waiting on that word. Not clear what that situation is right now. The police chief said that one of the things that he was hearing from the officer was he wanted to get back on the street to continue the work he'd started tonight. David McAnally, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, thank you, David.
And this is a developing story tonight. Again, Metro police officer was shot in the foot during a shootout with a suspect on our city's east side. It all happened near 38th Street and Midhofer Road. The suspect later died. The officer was taken to Methodist Hospital. We understand he is now in good condition. We'll continue to post updates for you overnight on WTHR.com and on social media. And then watch Sunrise beginning at 4 a.m. for continuing coverage.